Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to speak about and address Neymar's future because I have been asked many times, hey Kevin, what do you think about Neymar potentially returning to FC Barcelona? Because the one thing that we have been hearing regarding this player's future is going to be this. It has been said, according to many reports, that PSG and the owners in Qatar want to get rid of Neymar in this summer. So that is why many are asking, could Neymar actually return to Barcelona? Now look, you guys already know my whole opinion about Neymar and his situation. I do not think that Barcelona should be bringing in Neymar, but could we see it in the future? Yes, we could, but the main priority and the priority is always going to be for Barcelona to go for Erling Haaland. Haaland must come to Barcelona. Haaland is the priority for Joan Laporta because it does make sense sportingly. It does make sense for Xavi to have his main striker in this squad because at the moment we do not have a definitive top striker. But let's assume that Barcelona actually might go for someone like Neymar. Let's assess his time at PSG because look, Neymar at PSG has not been the main protagonist. The main protagonist for PSG over the past few seasons, it has been Kylian Mbappe and Verratti. Those have been the two main players. Now, I know that there have been games where Neymar has showed up, he brought PSG into the light, but for the majority of the past 4 to 5 seasons, it has been Kylian Mbappe and Verratti. They consistently show up. We look in the previous game and the one player that was showing up for PSG, it was Kylian Mbappe against Real Madrid. He single-handedly wanted to take down Real Madrid on his own. That is something that we should have seen Neymar do against Real Madrid, but we did not see that from this player. And now it's a strange thing to hear that PSG don't want to let go of someone like Neymar in this summer, because looking at the type of decision that they're going to be making when it comes to Kylian Mbappe and seeing how he could be going to Real Madrid, it's like you question, why would you want to let go of also Neymar Jr.? You would assume that because Mbappe will be leaving, they're going to focus on building around Neymar. But no, we're hearing that PSG actually want to let go of Neymar. Now look, let's question this. Let's analyze the past 5 seasons of Neymar's time at PSG. Do we believe and do we think that he has been a success at PSG? Do we believe and do we think that he has maximized his potential as a player at PSG? No, I do not think so. Yes, again, he has had special moments with this club. He has had those games where he was having a world-class performance, but just assessing the full past 5 seasons, has Neymar improved his game? Has he been maximized? Has he brought success towards PSG? I do not think so. And I do think that this is probably why PSG want to restart their project. Because look, do you really think that they want to continue with this certain project where they know that this team likes to choke and bottle leads, like in that game against Real Madrid, when and you have players like Lionel Messi, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe? What they're clearly doing right now, it is just not working. So you better bet that they are making decisions that they do want to restart this team overall, and especially in this coming summer. So that is where Barcelona do come in, because the question is, could we see Barcelona bring someone like Neymar? Now, Neymar's contract with PSG does not end until the summer of 2025, and he is 30 years old. So Barcelona is going to have to pay some amount for this player, and given the context of Barcelona right now, they're not in the position to pay around 80 to 90 million euros for Neymar, and at the age of 30 years old. Would it make sense for Barcelona to pay around 70 to 80 to 90 million euros for someone like Erling Haaland? Yes, of course, because Haaland is going to be a generational player, because this player is still only 21, 22 years old. He is a very young player that can give so many years to this club, which is why I do say Barcelona's priority is Haaland. Neymar should not even be in this conversation. But here's what gets very interesting. If Erling Haaland does not join Barcelona and Barcelona have no choice but to sign other players out there, like for example, Haaland is not going to be there, Kylian Mbappe is not going to be there, let's say that Lewandowski is also not going to be there, Kane is not going to be there, Salah is not going to be there, let's say that all of these players are not going to be accessible for Barcelona. Who is Barcelona going to turn to? I do think that one of those players could be Neymar, because Barcelona in the end do need a decisive player, a player that can mark something big in the biggest stages of football. That is what Neymar is. And yes, Joan Laporta does have a plan B, a plan C in case they cannot achieve the signing of Haaland. And if Barcelona do bring Neymar in, it's like giving Neymar a second chance to be great again. And you better bet that Neymar may actually take it, because we have to remember, Neymar was pushing to go back to Barcelona. He wants to be great. He wants to be the protagonist. The only reason why he even left Barcelona a few years ago is because he wanted to be a protagonist for a certain team. He couldn't do that with Barcelona when they had Lionel Messi. But looking at this Barcelona team right now, they do need that big time protagonist, that big time decisive player, and Neymar could be probably seeing that in the summer and saying, okay, now this Barcelona under Xavi Hernandez, this is the perfect team for me to finally access exactly what I wanted. And so look, in the end, there are many factors to solve. Like PSG do pay Neymar around 25 million euros. He does also gain around 20 million euros from sponsorships. So Neymar does receive a lot of money. But going back to that Neymar Neymar saga, we also have to remember that Neymar was actually willing to lower his salary to go back to Barcelona. He really wanted to return because he knew that he made a mistake. And if Neymar still has those intentions to lower his salary to go to Barcelona, I could see Barcelona saying, yes, this is a possibility. So maybe Barcelona could say, we'll pay you 12, 15 million euros per season, and Neymar might actually accept it. This is not going to be like a case of Kylian Mbappe or Erling Haaland, where these two players are going to be demanding around 30 to 35 million euros per season. It's a much different case when it comes to Neymar, because Neymar is 30 years old. Neymar is seeing the final years of his career, and he does want those final years of his career to be a success. So this team and Neymar are going to have to negotiate that part. And when it comes to the sporting discussion, where would Neymar play within that front three that Xavi does usually use in his lineup? So I do expect to see next season, assuming that Neymar does come right. Again, there's like a 20 to like 15% chance that this might actually happen, but assuming if Neymar actually comes to Barcelona and makes that return, I do assume that we could see Ansu Fati on the left, Neymar as the striker, and Ferran Torres as the right winger. I do think that a front three like this can press well. There will be a lot of technical power within this front three. Like, imagine the amount of skills Ansu could bring, Neymar could bring, and Ferran Torres could bring. There is so much technique within that front three, and this is going to be a front three that would have the answers to maneuver around a team that does sit very deep. And maybe possibly we can see another different front three. Maybe Neymar on the left, Ferran Torres as the number 9, and Adama Traoré as the right winger. Or, assuming that Dembélé does continue through this summer, maybe we could see Neymar on the left wing, Ferran Torres as the striker, and then Dembélé on the right wing. There's so many different ways we could use Neymar within that front three. I think that is going to be one of Neymar's strengths, and why Xavi and Joan Laporta could be very interested in someone like Neymar, because Neymar is very, very versatile. He can play as a striker, he can play as a left winger. Just look at how Xavi right now is using Dembélé, having him play on the left wing, right wing. Look at how he's using Ferran Torres. He's having him play on the number 9 position as a left winger. Look at how he's using Memphis Depay. He's also using him as a striker and also as a left winger. So the versatility would be one of the biggest strengths and one of the biggest reasons on why Xavi and Joan Laporta could be very interested on this Brazilian player. But that is basically going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. That is going to be my opinion regarding Neymar moving to Barcelona. Again, I do not suggest Barcelona to go for this player. There's so many better answers out there. But if this does end up happening, if we do see a saga in the summer like this, I would not be surprised. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.